Hey, Divine Dawn, and welcome to your daily reading. I hope everybody is well. It's the 4th of the 11th, 2020. Please, could you like, share, and subscribe? And for more personal reading, all the information is in the description box below. If you are not following me on Instagram, please do so at Empress Vibrant, all one word. Yeah. Meet me for my lives at 7:30 a.m. each dawn, and that's GMT time. Yeah, look forward to connecting with you. So let's get into the energy. I'm going to be tapping onto my Insta Live. hey. So, just make sure my things are, everything is up and running, live and kicking. Okay, so welcome to your daily reading today. I hope everybody has slept well and arisen in some beautiful energies. If not, throughout the day it will. Hey, Harms, how are you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, man, just take your time. Don't rush it. We've got some videos, we've got some Warrior Week business going that we could go back to before there's something missing your face, because we have kind of missed you, actually. I ain't gonna front. We missed you, Vicky. Yeah, so this is my Instagram. That's right. That's right. We all do. Right, so while I'm shuffling, I will invite you to go a little bit more within and ask what it is that you need to be paying attention to today. What is the focus? What needs to be dealt with? What is it? This is a quiet week. Anyway, it has been a very, very quiet week. That's what we need to be paying attention to. Oh, that's a lovely card, that feel, and this is quite a pretty one. So, Divine Feminine. The frequency of the Divine Feminine supports our soft, receptive, and nurturing side, facilitating our intuition and intrinsic understanding of our connections to the cosmos. So this is definitely what's going on with you, Vix. Yeah, you're taking that time out. You know that it's a time for the nurturing. That's why you're nurturing yourself and taking your time. So I'm just going to read the message again. So this is, pick out the themes that will support you today. So the frequency of the Divine Feminine supports our soft, receptive, and nurturing side, and facilitating our intuition and intrinsic understanding of our connection to the cosmos. Beautiful card, I like. So it's that inner knowing again, that intuition, knowing when it's time to be gentle with yourself and kind, not to rush the things. Listen to your intuition when it's time to move, when it's time to stop. So for those who are on pause and are in deep reflection, or just need rejuvenate their body and spirit within this time, this is probably the energy where it's being drawn from. This is about nurturing yourself. So don't, please, go against the grain. It's not about going against the grain. Nah. If you feel like it's a time that you need to relax, please do so. And then listen to that, facilitating our facilitating our intuition and intrinsic understanding of our connection to the cosmos. Every time we do a reading, I'm noticing that while we are, obviously it makes sense, while we are all going through our transition, especially with that Taurus blue moon. A Taurus blue moon had a lot of people, a lot of us, I say a lot of people, a lot of us dealing with some old stuff that we had thought had already been dealt with and sorted out. So it's just like, why are you here? Why are you back here? I thought we dealt with you. But what is cool is that it's come up so that it can be healed, it can be taken care of. And sometimes our emotions or our our emotions just want to be seen, want to be heard. You know, do you hear me? Do you see me? You know, so this divine feminine energy is about that nurturing energy, that's being gentle with yourself, knowing it's time to rest. Um, yeah, our soft side, our receptive. So we're more receptive. I think it's lovely. But I also feel, although that there's a receptive energy, there also is a lot of resistance. A lot of resistance to, and I'm pulling on quite a few things. I can hear a resistance against time restrictions. For some of you, this is resistance against kind of conforming, or for some of you, I don't know who this is for, obviously this is a very general, but for some of you, there is an energy of wanting to be defiant. So yes, peace is at the other side of the door. However, you just wish to pout a little bit longer. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just need that time for that reflection. Look at this divine feminine beautiful card here. So this is all about it. This is all about it. So you've got the frequency of divine feminine supports our soft, receptive and nurturing side, facilitating our intuition and intrinsic understanding of our connection to the cosmos. Absolutely beautiful energy. And what's supporting that is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is all about the nurturing, all about the inner knowing, all about taking that time for that bubble bath, taking that time to be gentle with oneself, to not go against the grain and rush things. You know, this is somebody who nurtures themselves and seeks to nurture others. This could be a mothering type of energy. This could just be a supportive role. So we know that within this time where we are considering our connection to source, and when we are using our intuition to balance when it is time for us to rest and rejuvenate, and to be very, very nurturing and gentle with ourselves, okay, and others. But this is also about the element of, you've got the sisterhood, you've got that brotherhood energy. It's collective. There is a time for that introspection where there is need to be alone. For some of you, there is that need to be alone. Yes, you recognize it's a funk. However, you know it's a necessary funk. It is what you need to get back to yourself without so much opinions, without having to look at anything else. But what do I want to do today? How do I feel? And that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Like I'm getting a lot of the energies are quite strong today. Very, very strong. And there is a lot of this energy, feminine energy today. You felt that yesterday. Yeah, that was me yesterday too. But for some people, this is still on the chest. This is still needing to be worked through. And we know that cups are emotions. So for some of us, we're relinquishing those feelings. You know, that's it, recognizing the recovery period, recognizing when it's time to relax and not to beat up on yourself, and remembering that you are the great magician. There isn't any state of being that you can't manifest, you know, and then also having that respect for the divine rhythm and the divine timing. Sometimes we just want to force right feeling better, and we haven't really, really dealt with what it is that we wanted to unpack. Sometimes you can force right this process, speed up the healing almost. But there is no need to speed up the healing process. Rather, it's really about being receptive to the change. being nurturing to yourself. We've got this, hey, blessings, my darlings. So we've got that divine feminine energy. Yeah. And we're just unpacking the fact that it's coming with a whole load of emotions. It's also followed by the Queen of Cups. And that is all about the giving, the receiving of love, nurturing, the outpouring, the support that is necessary, the rest that is necessary, the time to sit back to reflect. Um, and for sometimes it's just about feeling it, letting the emotion run itself out, not always being so focused on, I need to feel better, I need to feel better. I can't believe I'm still in this funk. I thought I'd feel better by now. I thought I'd be doing it. All of that needs to be put on pause in favor of nurturing and intuitive rather, actions, inner knowings. So we've got that emotions that is being dealt with today. And in general, this is just the aftercast of the Taurus full moon as we're moving into a new cycle. So there's a lot of emotions coming up. Yeah, no solving, just accepting. Yeah, yeah. For me, I've made huge breakthroughs. And that's what I mean by solving. Um, where I've had quite a few light bulb moments. Um, and for me, that was me solving that sort of warped perception that I had about myself and about the situations I found myself in. And I think once I realized that part of my perceptions were warped, I then now had to kind of look at things from a different place. And now I do feel a bit more like the magician. I feel like I can enjoy myself a bit more. I can be more free. I don't need to put myself in a limited position. I can express myself in many ways. It doesn't have to be in what people are used to Charlene expressing herself. You know, we must just be fully open and allow ourselves to go through the whole bounty, which is life, and see what else we are being pushed and stretched to do. Because this magician card is not only is it about manifesting that God self energy, but it's all about just reminding you that you are the great alchemist. You know, we are the magicians. Yeah, we are magic. Okay, we are magic. So I love when this card comes out because even if, like I said, there is that time where emotions are playing a huge role and at times things are a little bit scattered, what is beautiful is that that energy can be used. That energy could be used. You can cultivate that energy in a different way. You can use it. It's a very powerful energy. Very, very powerful energy. And beautiful. Look at this now. We've got the death card. Death and rebirth. So although this is not to say that, you know, we go through a certain amount of circumstances and now that you are enlightened, you're not going to go through times where things are difficult, where emotions are running the show. Ego is at play, being the bossy boss. Do you get what I'm saying to you? But there's going to be key times when you realize that that constant cycle is a resistance to change. Some people are going to find that in this time they just like to be argumentative. They just want to be right. Some people are just going to find out they want to be right. Some people are going to find out that, yeah, some of my traits, I'm comfortable with them. You know what I mean? But it's causing me some issues that I want to clear up. Then and only then do you can start saying to yourself, right, I'm making those changes for the better. Yeah, some people are enough. And, you know, we have to make peace with that side of ourselves. You know, I have an impatience. My son tells me about it all the time. Oh, you just go from rare to, you know, whatever zone to the next zone in how many's. And in actual fact, I'm not impatient per se, but yeah, I am. Let's keep all the way 100. I can be so impatient when it comes to things that I have In fact, no, this is the truth of it. I will ask, I will request for some type of support. And if it ain't done within a timely a timely fashion, I'm talking, so I've made the request, yeah. An hour or two shouldn't go by and I don't see the results of my request being dealt with. You know them way they're like, and I keep using the analogy to my son. So imagine you told me that you was hungry. And I said, yeah, man, wait for me, we're soon forward. And all now, yeah, wait for me, and all our food now cook. You get what I'm saying? She, no. So in that respect, you know, we're working on it. We're working on it. And even yesterday, when even my son and I were having our conversations, there were moments where it could have been a situation where we butted heads, all because I was in my emotions. I was in my emotions yesterday. I was triggered. I was just a little bit overtired. But what was beautiful is that the energy that was transmuted, we ended up just dancing, and he reminded me of how good he moves and how funny he is, you know. And sometimes in those moments, you need to step back and just laugh at the situation. It was hilarious, the moves that he was doing. And we did that. He recognized I was a little bit tense and a little bit standoffish. And he just came in with the most silly little dance moves, but it was hilarious. I belly laughed, like the belly roll laugh. I did the laugh. And we transmuted that energy. We are the great magicians. We transmuted that energy. It could have been a thing where we were just butting heads and, yeah, I ain't really a friend right now. I don't need to chat to me. Yeah. My son's 14, by the way. So, although he's a child, sometimes we having back and back forth communication, like to say me and him is sizeage. Just even that transmutation of the energy was beautiful, actually. Right. Yeah, man, sometimes I'm saying I can be a right little prickly bear when I'm ready. So, the activations that is going on within us today regarding this divine feminine aspect that is going on here. No, it was lovely, and this is all about, like I said, being soft and receptive, and at times I weren't being very receptive. But I'm thankful that the energy shifted. So this is about, so the frequency of divine feminine supports our soft, receptive, and nurturing side, facilitating our intuition, intrinsic and intrinsic understanding of our connection to the cosmos. It's real. So understanding there's a lot more emotions going to be at play. Let's not run away from them. They are here to come out, come out. Nurture, 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 be kind, be kind, be kind. And this is not a gender specific reading. Divine feminine and divine masculine live within us, both. It's not gender specific. So be mindful that the divine feminine energy is about being soft and receptive. So there's going to be situations that are going to call for you to be a lot less softer in your approach. Maybe in the way you deal with somebody, maybe in the way that you handle a situation. You're going to have to come from a place where you are open to things moving, not necessarily to your rhythm. It's about that adapting as well, being receptive to change. Understanding that when that time comes, there is an opportunity for you to switch the energy, the time in which you are become the great magician. You are the alchemist. The death of something that has been very, very difficult. Like I said, these are habits. These are the things that you should have really seen over the Taurus full moon if you did observe it. If you did observe it in that time, then you would find that there were certain themes that came up that needed to be deaded, yeah, so that a rebirth could happen, so that you could see yourself in a new way, start formulating your goals in relation to the space now that you have been given, because now you just dash away what was not necessary no more. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Okay, so what is being activated? Freedom. Yeah, freedom. Okay, let's see what it says. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Okay. Yeah, so it's calling for some of us not to be so closed off. It's the openness now. And I think sometimes it's about being vulnerable. Sometimes it's about letting it all hang out, especially when we're dealing with a time that is quite emotionally driven, you know. But like I said, we can use that energy itself. It's a very powerful energy. So yeah, there is an energy of releasing still, a releasing on self-imposed restrictions, you know, and any perceived limitations through being open to see what is on offer for us. What else am I going to be shown? What other is going to happen that, you know what I mean, for me to just be like, oh, I didn't recognize that about me. Or, oh, I dealt with that really good today. Well done, Shell. Well done. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is going to be, but it's a freedom in itself. Take those self-imposed restrictions out of the way, or perceived limitations. Yeah, that messes up our manifestation game. We ain't got time for the doubt certain times. And that's for those who are like focused on manifestation. We have to go through what we go through. But I'm just saying, sometimes the channels of manifestation can be blocked from all of the limiting thoughts and the restrictions that of what you can even perceive yourself to have and do and be. Yeah, there's a huge freedom in unlocking the limitations. And for some of us, this has been a long time coming, this particular healing. So before even the Taurus full moon came in, there were people making things come up and come out because of the Mercury retrograde. So this is not the beginning, neither will it be the end of, it will never be the end of our exploration until we get back to zero again. Do you get what I'm saying? That energy of pure peace and contentment, that place where we don't beat up on ourselves all hard, and we don't allow anybody else to beat up on us and be rough with us. Yeah. And then we've got gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. I have been harping on gratitude and having to look through my journal, especially yesterday when I was feeling really, really triggered and quite tired. I had to read over, like fully had to read over in my gratitude book, like the things that I'm fully grateful of. And that's not to say that I didn't have present day examples. I mean, drawing breath is like the number one. But having to look back through my gratitude book and go through my journal and look at how far I had come from the time that I had started it, and looking at all the things I'm actually really, really happy about, that helped me move out of this zone where I kept seeing the negative pictures and videos of what surfaced yesterday. Because it was just posted all over the place, and I just needed to escape for a moment of triggers. Yeah, so I'm glad I was able to sit in that time with my divine feminine and be kind to myself in that time. Yeah, I did eventually sleep. So the affirmations to close. I give my body exactly what it needs today. So shout out to those people who are having duvet days. Shout out to those people who are having booed up time today. And those even on the roads who have to be, you know, work, college, what other commitments you have. Make sure you give your body exactly what it needs today. Energize your body with some water, rest, TLC, take it as it resonates. I want to get up in your business. And then he goes, I enjoy quality time with friends and family. That will support now. So I know Boris is saying we can't really links up with folk, you know what I'm saying? But for those who are on the rebel persuasion, you know what I'm saying? Linking up with your friends and family will be beneficial in this time. Just to bounce off ideas. Sometimes it's just about soundboarding, you know. So even for the rest of this week, if you can link with your friends and your family, even if it's just over the phone, that's where you'll get that giggles and, you know what I mean? Or even similarly, go a bit more deeper in where you need to go. Exactly. That's it, man. Just take it easy. Yeah. My ideas become reality. My ideas become reality. Yeah. So this is going back to our limited thoughts and our limited perceptions. Right. Well, that's 8 o'clock on the old dot. That was my alarm. So I do hope this reading was beneficial. I'm noticing though, post blue moon, these readings are a little bit more like, I'm feeling them very, very stronger. That is what I mean. Yeah, I'm feeling it. But yes, all is well. Take your time. Do not rush. This healing thing ain't a rush thing. Take your time. Yeah, we're all learning. All right. Much love, my family. And we will see each other soon. Blessings. So, sorry about the big hand in front of the camera. My lovely YouTubers. But to link me on my Instagram live at 7:30 a.m. GMT time, at Vibrant, at Empress Vibrant. And also for your personal readings, please check out the description box below. Check out my Facebook. Book yourself a reading. I'm actually doing an offer right now, you know, in light of all the stuff that is currently happening across our many communities. And the fact that, you know, everybody is still dealing with the shadow of the Mercury retrograde, what came up over the Taurus blue moon, and just in general, you know, people are up leveling, people are expanding and growing and really looking at themselves a lot more. What's the word for it? I don't even know what the right word is. I can see a few things, but it means to the things that you're cementing. That's it. The new habits that you are forming in this time. Yeah. So I'm offering a basically a group reading, and also there being a element where you can share. So you book a reading, you refer your friend to book a reading, and then you get a third reading for free. So that's where we can start looking at what one of our brothers and sisters could actually benefit from some type of intuitive message. Yeah. So that's on offer. If you look on my Facebook, you can book that there. So yeah, you take care and have a blessed day.